Many kids headed back to in-person schooling in the coming days and weeks, and many parents headed back to the office as well. The house will soon be a little quieter, and while the silence may be welcomed by some of our pets, others may miss the chaos. Dr. Reagan McGowan is a pet behavior scientist at Purina. He's back to help share some tips for helping our pets readjust to life at home. Alone is just a pet. So, hey, as a behaviorist and a pet owner yourself, Doc, what worries you most as our friends and our kids and our families are headed back to work and school?
This is a great question. I myself have already been transitioning back to the office, and my kids will soon be back to school. The most important thing to remember is that anytime there's a change in daily routine of the family, it can also have an impact on our family pets. Pets really thrive on knowing what to expect on a day-to-day basis. So while new experiences are important and enriching for them, unpredictability about what to expect can be stressful. So one of my biggest worries when it comes to the change our pets are struggling with is maybe starting to suffer from separation anxiety as we're all starting to be out of the house again.
Well, let's talk about that anxiety. How do we identify that? I mean, I feel like I have a great connection with my pet. I always know what they're thinking at any given time of the day, but that was a joke. And I have no idea what they're thinking. They're crazy. But how do we recognize anxiety in our pets? How do we know if maybe they're dealing with that separation anxiety if we're going to be gone?
Well, I know you're joking about it, but you really do know your pet better than anyone else. So looking out for big changes in their behavior, it's really important. So monitoring them to see if they might be struggling emotionally. So look out for things like inability to settle, wandering around or pacing and panting, increased vocalizations, or signs of depression like reduced interaction with the family or other pets. Specific to separation anxiety, look out for changes in behavior as you're getting ready to leave the house or that occur when you're out of the house. So things like inappropriate elimination when usually they have really good bathroom etiquette, or unwarranted barking, howling, or meowing, or excessive chewing or scratching or other sort of destructive behavior when you're out of the house.
Inappropriate elimination. You make it sound so nice. Well done. I really appreciate that. So we've identified that they may have a little bit of anxiety. How do we help our pets relax? Because, I mean, you know, we get up, we walk them in the morning because we have time, but when we get running late for work, we may not have that time. They get anxious. How do we help them relax?
So first off, relaxation's the key for you to stay calm because your pet feed off your emotions. So it's important for them to see that this new routine is no big deal. It's nothing to be stressed about. As soon as possible, start to reset that family routine. So even if that means you're in a rush in the morning, but trying to get up early or get back in that routine, starting in the morning and then including it throughout the day, getting that pet back on a regular schedule, and really do carve out time throughout the day when you can practice leaving your pet alone before actually being out of the house, even if it's just take a walk around the block or something. You could consider enrolling, if you have a dog, in the doggy daycare or something as an enriching activity and socializing activity for them, or give them something to do while you're out of the house. So puzzle feeders, treat toys, turning on the TV, music to listen to, anything to keep their brains engaged while you're out of the house and kind of distract them.
Any genre of music recommended for our dogs? Did they rock and roll, maybe some jazz?
Yeah, dogs like soothing music, classical. They actually like music that matches to their resting heart rate. So
Really?
try to look out for music like that. But if you know your dog is prone or cat is prone to separation anxiety or already shows signs of anxiety, there are other solutions you can try. Purina has a great solution called ProPlan Calming Care, which is actually a probiotic proven to help reduce anxious behavior. So this introduces good bacteria to the gut, which signals to the brain and helps calm our pets down. So there's all sorts of things that we can try. But really getting into back into that routine is key.
A lot of good tips there. Thank you so much, Dr. Reagan. We appreciate your time this morning. Well, you can get expert pet advice on health, nutrition, behavior training, and so much more from the team of Purina Pros at purina.com/expertise.